love is sweet, but people switch up real soon. Before you start having children for a man, stay with that man. Observe and know if he's deserving. Permit me to begin today's video by advising our dear brothers, dear married men in Africa, if you have not been a great husband, if you've been a wicked principality back home in Africa, you have absolutely no business planning to jackpot with your family. What did I say? I repeat, you have no business whatsoever trying to jackpot if you've been a demon to your wife, because guess what? Women are out there to revenge. Women are going all out in 2023, 2024 to pay you back for all the evil that you've been committing. This is some serious girl code that I'm releasing to you because I love you. Just sit down. Don't make that move. Don't make that move. All right, that's out of the way. Now let me talk to my people. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Mabel here as usual. I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you're a returning subscriber, chop the usual kiss. If you're tuning in for the first time, where have you been? See, today's video is controversial. Today's video is interesting. Today's video is hot. And I bet you're not ready for it. Sit down, relax, and let's jump right into this one. Guys, for context, I'm just going to show you guys this post that was, all over the blogs yesterday in Nigeria. This lady has been in the UK. She came here to study, and then her husband and kids were supposed to join her. And as soon as they got to the airport, she found her way to get her children's passport from her husband, and she abandoned him at the airport. So someone put it up to say, oh, he's stranded, and the Home Office has given him till January to find a job, or else he should go back to his country. And this man has sold his lands and everything to pay his wife's school fees. So, they put it out here and people had everything to say. Anything you can think about, anyhow you're reasoning it, somebody reasoned it in the comments. It has about 4,819 comments. People were saying different things. Some were like, oh, the story is not complete. Why would she do that? Women, they're very wicked. This is wickedness. You shouldn't do that to your husband. People were saying all sorts. Oh, what kind of man has he been? Why would she do that? Does she have a boyfriend in the UK now? People had different things to say, and then later on that same day, someone else came to reply this post, and the person was like, if you are truly the family friend of the man, then you're a wicked person, because you should say the story. Tell the world how this man has abused this woman physically for the past 9 years. Physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, and what have you. All sorts of abuses this woman has been receiving for the past 9 years. And what made me laugh was when they released the chat between the husband and wife before they came, and she said something like, I can't believe you guys are coming. Happiness won't finish me. Literally, this woman led this man on up until they got to the airport. She led him on. She said, oh, change pounds to naira, or don't come here without naira. Don't come here without pounds, or don't come here with naira. Naira is useless here. She led him on. She showed him how excited she was. They had a good chat. He was even saying, okay, my beautiful wife. She was like, I'm praying for safe journey. She led this man on beautifully. Meanwhile, she had a plan. What was the plan? To collect her children, JJ, and abandon the man. And I picked interest in this topic, and that is why I am here to dissect and divide and conquer. Let's get into it, you guys. So I'll begin by saying, in all honesty, I am not in any way in support of any woman doing this to her husband. And it's easy for me to sit down here and say it, right? That's because I am not in that person's shoes. Maybe if I were to be in her shoes, I feel even kill the man. Some women poison their husbands slowly. Women are, let me tell you, if you're a man and you're maltreating your wife, I pity you. Because me as a woman, I'm scared of women. Women are creatures that you should be afraid of. Do not mess with women. But because I'm not in her shoes, I have heard this thing. This is a trend. This is not unique. She's not the first person. Ever since this jackpot thing started happening, We've heard lots of stories about families and this kind of thing going on. You get what I mean? And I have always said that I'm not in any way in support of that. Not because the man does not deserve it, but because I thank God, if I were in anybody's shoes, I'll be like, oh, thank God I've been able to escape this man. Thank God I'm with my children now. But I will not leave the father of my children homeless or scattered. My children are still bearing the man's name. I wouldn't do that. And also for the sake of the tiny little love that we shared, if we ever shared anything, I wouldn't do that to my husband, and I'm not in support of anybody leaving another person stranded. I know how this country can be. This is not Nigeria. Allowing somebody sell his properties to pay your tuition and then he comes here and you leave him stranded, I'm not in support of it. But when I now heard the other side of the story, how that he had been abusing her, it gave me more context, and I was like, oh, now I see, because I cannot imagine being physically, emotionally abused by a man that I have children with, a man that I have, I feel like a lot of sacrifices would have gone down. So I understand. And this got me thinking, right? Before now, men used to be the ones that would go abroad to work and hustle, and then the women are back home with the kids, and then he sends money home. But for some reason, in the last couple of years, women are now the ones that want to go abroad, but the men are always refusing, and they find a way to make their husbands follow them with the kids, and they go and start afresh. Now, when it was the men that used to come abroad, men were very skeptical about bringing their wives abroad, because when the women come here, according to the men, they change, they follow other men, they throw them out of the house, they call the police on them, they don't have the same rights that they had back home, so they just do not like bringing their women. And then now that it has changed, the whole story is a new, different ball game. Men are expressing worries, like what would our family turn into if we relocate? Are we still going to be the same? Men are expressing serious fears and worries about coming here with their wives and children, because when women come here, they blend. It's true, they actually blend. They actually blend and forget about culture and whatever it is that we held dear to us. But that's not the case of this couple, and I'm not going to make this strictly about this couple. Truth is, most African men are not good to their wives back home. They maltreat their wives, some of them beat their wives, throw them out of the house, even in the rain, in the dark. They do the most. Men take a piece back home. I'm not going to deny, I'm not going to lie. Men take a piece, which is quite unfair, and that is why women are like, I need an escape, but they cannot leave. I saw comments like, why didn't you just divorce him back home? Why did you have to do this to him? Why didn't you? It's not as easy. Divorce is not as easy as coming together to get married. Now, number one, in Africa, most women stay in those kind of marriages because of their kids. Number two, because of society and family. I know people that their mothers have said to them, it's not you that will disgrace me. Even if your husband wants to kill you, stay in that house. Now, the society frowns deeply at divorce. So it's not something women are open to do. And then they don't want to lose custody of their kids. They don't want to be away and another woman will come and raise their children in the home that they built, right? So a lot of women are stuck. Another reason why women are stuck in such marriage and they're not easily able to leave the marriage is because of finance. Obviously, they have tiny children. So a lot of times they don't work or they don't do anything so tangible that can sustain she and her children. So the man does a lot of the bringing of the income into the family. So because you really cannot do so much without money, they are tied in such abusive marriages. So Japa came up and Japa became an escape for such women. Japa became the only way, because obviously here it's a different ball game. Here, women are supported by the society, by law, and by everything. Women are supported, so it's different. When they come here, they now try to pay you back for all the evil, why do you people commit evil? Wait, men, if you're a man, explain to me, how do you lure and woo a woman into getting married to you, into choosing you out of everybody that she had? How did you successfully get her to choose you? Only for you to bring her to your home, to turn her to your punching bag, to abuse her mentally. I have a friend that used to say to me that I prefer my husband to beat me than torture me the way he does. Like, don't you want peace? Don't you also crave like a happy home? Don't you crave a happy marriage yourself? What joy do you derive in abusing someone that sacrifices on a daily basis to take care of you and your children? Oh yes, you sacrifice as well. You go out, you bring money home for everybody. Yes, we know. But okay, you sacrifice, you do your 50. Why are you then maltreating the other person that does the other 50? I need a man in the house to please break this down for me. I need to understand why a lot of men are wicked. I agree. I know that some men are like that because they grew up in such homes where their father was like that or something related. But why exactly would you do this? Why don't you want to? Okay, you saw your dad do that to your mom. You saw what your mom suffered. Why then are you doing it to your wife so that your wife will also suffer what your mother suffered? I don't understand it. And then now they come here and the woman is paying them back and they act all innocent. Oh, she's done this to me. How about all the things you've been doing to her? How about all the things you've been doing to her? This woman tricked this man. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh, she said happiness won't finish me. Joy won't finish me as now they come. The man did not know that joy was for her children. The fact that, oh my God, I'll get my children back. Now, let me talk to women. If you come abroad and you think that it's okay to do that to your husband and stay with the kids, I'm happy for you, but the truth is that life abroad with kids can be difficult. Life abroad with kids, you go see shaggy. Single mothers, they see shaggy. Except, of course, sometimes you might get benefits from the government if you qualify or if you're eligible or not or whatever. But it's still not easy. If marriage is not working, let it go. Because that's become a trend. You cannot say you don't know that you are wicked to your wife. You cannot say you are shocked. You cannot say you are shocked that your wife did this to you. You cannot act shocked. Like, I think that a lot needs to change. Our society. Stop enabling men. Stop enabling men to do these wicked things to women. Stop enabling men. Families, stop telling your children, don't disgrace me. Don't disgrace me, oh, stay in your husband's house. So even if she's dying, the idea of marriage is for companionship. Marriage is supposed to bring out the best in you. It's supposed to make you a better person. So if two people come together and that is not achieved, if it's the opposite, it's bringing out the worst in you, it's bringing out the demon in you, my dear, don't be by force. But I understand, like I said, because of children. A lot of people have a lot of things to say. Oh, this does not justify her level of wickedness. You don't know. We were not in the marriage. We cannot say much. We don't know how it is. And you might even do worse. Let us try and be kind with our words. Am I saying she has done well? Am I clapping for her? Nah. But yet again, we don't know the level. We don't know the level of wickedness. We don't know the story. That's why I'm not dwelling on that. But I just want to say enough of pressurizing people to go into marriage. Enough. Pressurizing people. When are you going to get married? Well, how many people are happily married? What is the point getting into marriage? Then you give birth, then you divorce. And then women, when your husband hits you, don't stay there. People have died. Hey, yeah. You could not see a snatchy story and so many other stories. People have died. If you like your life, I know you like your... somebody like me, I used to say it, I will run. Before you come back from work, I will carry my children and run. I will run. That's the truth. I cannot sit down. You cannot be beating me. That's the truth. Because you want him to kill you. And then you, as a man, beating a woman. One day, some people are actually dead. They're looking for who will just push them. They'll just fall down. Is it worth it now in the end that, okay, you will now beat your wife, she will now die, then you will not end up in jail forever? It's not worth it. If it's not working, it's not working. Don't be by force. It's not a must to be a Mrs., to be a Mr. It's not a must. Not these days anymore. All these stories, they're all messy stories. Japa has caused separations on different levels. I have a colleague of mine, all this while I thought that her husband was here with her. But yesterday she was telling, and I don't know what we talked about, and I realized that her husband was back home in Nigeria, and I was like, he's not here. She was like, no, please, once I bring my son, I'm going to divorce him. I didn't want to say much, but I understood. I just see that lots of men have not been doing well. I know say women get their own, but men have not done well. A lot of men have not done well. Because why? If you've been a good man, why would a woman just sit down and say she wants to just pretend with you once she brings her son? That's the end. So the only thing holding a lot of marriages is just children. So I'm going to advise women this advice. I always advise women this advice. Before you start having children, see, love is sweet, but people sweet chop real soon. Before you start having children for a man, stay with that man. Observe and know if he's deserving of you. I know you want children, you want marriage, but don't rush, don't jump. And then when you have one, observe. See the kind of father that he is. See how he treats his child. See how he treats you after delivery. So you know whether he is deserving of another one. You can't gamble with your life. Men get mouth. They will sweet talk you. They will... Bro, don't gamble with your life. It's not worth it. I believe there is more to the story because no right-thinking woman would want to raise children abroad without a man because it's difficult. So for her to want to do that, because people are saying, oh, if he's that bad, why were you with him? If he's not that bad, she would not do what she did. She would not decide to raise children alone without their father. If he wasn't that bad to her, she wouldn't do it. Women love love, women love marriage. So if a woman makes up her mind to do this man has been dealing with her. Somebody said in the comments that the woman served him breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Give him dessert, safe. I'm adding my own chop. The way you lay your bed, see, it's easy to pity people. It's easy to... The way you lay your bed, that's how you're going to lie on it. Whatever it is you think you're enjoying today, okay, think about the other angle. Think about the other side. Okay, if this happens tomorrow, am I happy? The way you lay that bed is how you're going to lie on that bed and sleep. Period. Obviously, this is a very broad topic because it leads to other subtopics like custody, like the Western system, the effect of the Western system on families, which I might dive into in other episodes. But your girl is trying to work on her video time. I want to believe I've spoken for up to 15 minutes because that's my target for this video. So I'm going to end this here. I might do a part 2 depending on how, if I get like lots of reactions and comments and I think I have some things to address, I might just do a part 2 or dive into other subtopics relating to this in subsequent videos. But I'm going to stop this one here because I can keep going on and on till tomorrow. But I have to stop here. If you love my content and you think you want to be a part of this YouTube family, smash the red subscribe button if and only if you want to be a part of this family, and turn on the bell so you can be the first to know each time I post a new video. Do not leave without giving your girl a huge thumbs up, and I'm waiting for you in the comments. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your experiences. Have you done this before? Confess. Have you done it before to your husband? Let me know in the comments and tell us why, just so that a lot of people can understand why, because we're shocked. It's a trend, like I said, so we want to know why. Let us know in the comments. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. I love you. I forgot to ask, how are you? How are you guys doing? I hope all is well with you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.